What's going on, guys? Welcome to the whatever you want to call it channel. And Jabro's got a wolf pack thing going on.
Too sweet. Too sweet.
Okay. That means a lot of things now. It can mean Longhorn from Texas. It can be...
Well, for the context of this video, I think we all know what it means.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just
sweet. Anyway. And again, welcome to the whatever you want to call it podcast. Or it was a podcast, but now it's a YouTube channel. So, what are we going to be talking about today, Jabro?
Let me tell you. So, we have Extreme Rules coming up. It is a WWE pay-per-view on the network that you can get for $9.99.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You never heard of that?
$9.99, that's a lot of money, dude.
Not really.
So it's not $900.
First month is free, by the way.
So it's not $999?
No. It's just $9.99. WWE, cut the check. Okay, so we are here to do a predictions on this pay-per-view. So,
I don't know if you guys can tell, that's how why all this stuff is set up, because this is WWE talk, partner.
Yep. So, we should probably discuss what we got going on over here.
Okay, so the stories behind these things. Well, let's start off with Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring. That is a product of Loot Crate. Am I correct, cameraman?
Yes, it is. The WWE Loot Crate.
It
comes out every other month. It comes with a t-shirt, a pen, and some other stuff. So you want to go grab it, go to lootcrate.com and look for WWE Slam Crate.
Thank you so much from the plug-in from our peanut gallery.
People still say that.
I do.
Okay.
So that's part of what we got going on here. And then for this, well, listen, after all the hard work, the sweat, I've achieved a dream to become the real WWE champion. And I'm actually there every week. Ain't that right, Jarrell?
I mean, that's not how I remember it.
Come on, man, you gotta have my back.
All right. You got called like it is, man.
All right, so it ain't true.
It definitely ain't true. Yeah, this man right here acquired this on a weekend trip to WrestleMania.
33, baby. We were there.
We were there. We were in there. Goodness. Where do I start?
Your chair you're sitting on.
Oh yeah, I'm also sitting. I don't know if we can get this in the shot.
Let's try to get in the shot. A commemorative WrestleMania 33 chair, dude. Yes.
So I will continue to. Oh wait, I'm sitting on all their faces, by the way. Okay. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get on into.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was going down to the hotel to see all the merch down there, and I was just checking out the shirts because I wanted to make sure. I feel like when you go to WrestleMania, you gotta have a WWE shirt, and my stuff hadn't come in, so I was going down there just looking for a shirt, a nice shirt, and I felt the weight of this thing. I was like, oh no. And then I saw how much it cost, and I was like, oh no, Jarrell. And I was like, Jarrell, get me out of here.
And I did what I was supposed to do.
He did. He had my back.
I pulled the wingman. I was like, come on, nope, save your money. So then we get to the arena. And
for what, Hall of Fame night, right?
Yeah, that was the Hall of Fame. And I'm sitting there, and I notice he's been gone a long time. Then he comes back. Lo and behold, he has this thing on his shoulder. He just, he carried it with pride. I have to give him that.
Hey,
with so much pride.
See, here's the thing. It's been 20 years for me. I'm one of the veterans, I can say, of fandom. From 1997, I started watching WWE. Now we're in 2017. This has been 20 years. I had never been to an event. I had never been to a match. None of things like this. This was my very first experience, my very first event. So I wanted to make the most out of it. So
You definitely did the most.
Yeah,
I give you that. You definitely did the most.
That's what I did. This is me. All right, enough with that. Let's get on to why we came here. Let's get to this predictions thing. So what we got on the agenda?
All right. So our first match that we're going to predict is between Rich Swann, Sasha Banks, and Alicia Fox, and
Noam Dar.
yeah, that guy. It's a tag team match. So it's safe to assume that this is going to be the pre-show.
Okay, forgive me. I haven't been watching these past weeks because it's been bad. I know, 20-year
Shame
fan,
on you.
and I haven't been watching.
Shame on you.
How in the world did this match come about?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a rough draft of just what happened. Okay.
Please do.
All right. So, Alicia Fox, her new man, he had some beef with Sasha, and so lo and behold, if your man has beef with a girl, then that means automatically you're gonna have beef with her. So there we go with that. But of course, Sasha needs help, and because I wasn't there, she had to find a replacement. So
Of course.
she enlisted the help of Rich Homie Swann, aka Rich Swann. And after a series of singles matches, we are here for this tag team match. Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Who did Sasha Banks tick off to be in the pre-show again?
Seriously, what was? Is it not? Was she not in one of the best feuds last year?
Yeah, last year she was winning the title. Oh goodness. Oh, we're vlogging while we're okay. Cool.
Yeah, I just want to do a little behind the scenes.
Multitask. Okay. All right. So, who do you have for this match?
Okay, so Rich Swann, Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, no offense to Miss Fox, she's been a veteran. She's been there for almost 10 years now. In fact, her first storyline was with Edge, right? And Vicky.
Oh yeah.
So, but at this point, no one can really truly take her seriously as a event. So this would serve only to push really Rich Swann and Sasha Banks. But here's the thing: we're in doing this review, we're doing a lot of things and talk about WWE that we have rules against. And one of those things is using logic.
Yeah, you gotta turn off your brain for this one.
Yeah, you really
You
do. But for this one, we're turning on our brains. This will serve to push Sasha and Rich Swann, who may be a dancing fool, but he is great in the ring. So it will serve to do that as well.
So just for the record, you're going with Rich Swann and Sasha Banks for the win.
Yes.
Okay.
FT Dub.
Okay. For my prediction, I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. Here's why. It is crazy to think Alicia Fox is gonna win on a pay-per-view ever again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta get that out of the way right now.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna happen from their loss, there may be something they have in store for her tag team partner. I think that's the only logic I can make of them even being paired up. Maybe Cedric Alexander gets back into the fold or something. I don't know. But yeah, come on. It's a pay-per-view, and it's Sasha Banks, and she's already going to win because she's already won my heart. So, moving on to the next match.
It's all about this guy's heart. Not about Sasha Banks. Moving on to the next match. I got this one. Neville versus Aries, the Cruiserweight title submission match. I got to tell you, before we begin to get into this match, their match at WrestleMania 33, if you didn't see it, it was on the kickoff show.
Yep.
Outstanding match. Probably, I would say the second best matchup after Shane McMahon and AJ Styles. I would say maybe third. You can make an argument. It could be third behind Triple H and Seth Rollins, but this matchup, I'm excited for it because you're going to see two master technicians and two really aerial guys really get on the ground and try to submit each other. So, for me, or in this case, let's start off with you. Where do you see this match going, and who do you think is going to win this matchup.
Well, let me start with who should win this. It should be Neville. Neville should win this. But here's what's going to happen. Aries is going to win for the simple fact it's time. It's time. They've had a long program. Aries has always been this close. They got to give it to him.
That's where I'm leaning to as well. Aries has he's produced great matches. And the thing about not just his in-ring work, but his mic work. Whether he's a heel or he's babyface, he always exudes confidence. And if you're confident in yourself, the crowd is going to be confident in you. That's what's simply known throughout just WWE in general in entertainment as well.
Well said. All right, so the third match, we have the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro, or Cesaro, how do they want to say it, in a steel cage match for the tag team titles. Okay, what are your predictions for this one?
Well, we're not talking ladder match.
So.
And plus, I do have a feeling that I think WWE is going to start to get Matt Hardy into his broken gimmick. I could be wrong, but I do think this is the stage where it's getting set for gimmick.
Thank you for not hitting me in the
face.
face.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. And plus, Jeff Hardy he's already been established as at least in the past, that's a main eventer, someone who could just carry the shine on his own. So I do see Cesaro, as they want to call it, pulling this out. And again, remember, yes, they're getting extreme, but it's not a ladder match. It's a steel cage match. So I have Cesaro winning this match by escape. No, yeah, by escape.
By escape.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Hardys, simply because right now they are the top babyface tag team, and I think they still want to capitalize off that nostalgia feel. Legally, it may be a minute before you see the broken gimmick. That's still in the works, but
actually, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think WWE's purchased it.
There's been some things developed, but we'll refer back to it on
okay. Well, we're not sure.
Okay, so.
Okay. What you got to say, cameraman?
I think if they're going to drop it to anybody, it might be the Revival, but that might be down the road.
Yeah, because aren't they one of them injured at the moment?
No, they're back now.
They're back.
Okay, good.
But I think the Revival, they're going to drop it to the Revival eventually.
I could possibly see that.
If they're going to drop it to anybody, it's going to do Revival. That might be down the road. Maybe SummerSlam. It depends on how the Revival do. Until then.
Okay. Well, that's our third match of the night. So let's move on to the fourth one.
Did you just seriously just skip out on the four horsemen thing? Like, that was a perfect setup, man. That was a perfect. Put it in. You messed up. You messed it up.
I was literally looking at your notes.
We'll fix it in post. All right. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the women's championship in a kendo stick on the pole match. We all had the very same collective reaction to this.
Come on, WWE. Bayley has been so good. Alexa Bliss has been so good. Why? Why did Monday Night have to exist?
So we're going to talk about it.
Might as well.
We're going to talk about it. So I guess one of the writers had a loose day that day, because there was a segment with...
Had a loose year.
Yeah, with Alexa Bliss where she tried to recreate a particular segment in Raw history called "This Is Your Life."
Listen, I'm sorry. If magic happens just by itself and it's just unique, it should be understood. You can never recreate that. It's hard to put lightning in a bottle once, but twice. Come on.
I mean, look, the segment was cringeworthy. I don't know where they hired those actors from, but I will say this: the real winner in this segment was the internet. They had a field day I remember reading one of the comments on the videos. Somebody said, "Wow, Alexa Bliss is so talented and beautiful," because I completely missed this entire segment. I mean, I wish that was the case. She is talented, but it happened, bruh. It happened.
Man, but they, on a serious note, the writers are doing both of these very talented women a disservice by feeding them crappy storylines to go through. So, writers, step it up. Please help them out. Have their backs on this.
To piggyback on what you just said about their disservice, I'm going to go with my prediction. Alexa Bliss with a run-in from Nia Jax.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'll go with that too. I mean, plus right now, Alexa Bliss, the momentum is on her side. It doesn't make a logical sense to have her drop the title. So, don't be surprised to see Bayley walk out of the title.
Well,
cameraman?
Well, like you said, don't apply logic. Because CM Punk was the highest thing a couple years ago until they insert Kevin Nash.
Well, he just mentioned CM Punk.
But with Bayley, she's lost a lot of steam since WrestleMania, and I think her Alexa and Sasha is the program they're going to run with next.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. And plus, I just like saying Sasha's name. So, okay.
Well, before we move on, the thing is, like, when you lose steam, typically it gets to a point. It's you have something to do with it. At some point, for the most part, it's not Bayley's fault. I mean, I don't think her character's gone stale. I don't think it's anything of her. It still works. Just you can't keep messing with something that works. And I believe that's what the WWE is doing right now. So, but I do also have Alexa Bliss winning this match as well.
So we agree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so far we've only disagreed on maybe one thing, but
one match.
Okay, cool. All right, number 5. Ambrose versus Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. The stipulation: if Ambrose loses via disqualification, he will lose the title. So you can say this is pretty much the anti-Extreme Rules match, in a sense, which makes no sense.
This is WWE we're talking about.
Remember? Oh, you're right. I did it again.
Yep.
I did it again.
I told you.
Logic.
Logic is outside the window.
Now, if they're really smart, as in Miz Maurice, as soon as the bell rings for Maurice, just kick Miz in the face and just win the title. That's it.
That'd be funny. But yeah.
So that's how stupid this stipulation truly is.
Mm-hmm.
So who you going with?
I mean, I'm gonna take the Miz only because I know they're trying to. First of all, I'm sorry to sound like Charles Barkley coming up with different first of alls. Anyway, I believe the Miz is gonna win it because it would help the Intercontinental title, because when he had the title for the past year, he brought relevancy back to it again. So I think it would benefit to have the Miz win a title. But typically in WWE fashion, whenever they have these no DQ matches, usually the champion retains. But I'm going to go the opposite and say the Miz wins.
This match smells a lot like Randy Orton versus Christian for the world title. With the stipulation, if Randy gets disqualified, he'll lose the title. It smells a lot like this. However, I'm going to go ahead and go with Ambrose. And here's why. I think they have plans for The Miz. I think after this program, they have something for The Miz. I don't know what it is, but I get the feeling that he's moving on to bigger and better things than the IC title. But that's just my prediction.
All right, we're going to cut it short here, and we're going to pick the rest of our prediction up on another part, okay?
Got to pay some bills.
Yep. All right. See you soon. And finally,
I have to adjust it. Alright. Go.
Alright, and finally, the last match of the night is the Fatal 5-Way. Presenting Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns in an Extreme Rules match.
Everybody's favorite, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the winner of this match, this is probably going to be the easiest match of all because there's one candidate in this match who's actually been champion and never lost it. In fact, he's the first Universal champion, and this is for the #1 contendership. So, that being mine said, at Great Balls of Fire, it will be Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar. I think Finn Balor's going to win this match.
Okay. I think Finn Balor is going to be an option, but I think they're going to go with Seth Rollins. The reason why, I think they're saving Finn Balor for the pay-per-view after SummerSlam.
It's funny because they're actually, I think I've heard discussions where for SummerSlam, it's going to be Brock and Roman Reigns for SummerSlam. Obviously, the original plan was for Brock and Braun, but with Braun being out for 6 weeks.
I think Braun was scheduled for, I'm not even going to say the name of that pay-per-view. I refuse to say it. For that pay-per-view in particular, but because of the injury, I think they're going to extend it to SummerSlam. Finn Balor, I think they have something set up for him and Bray Wyatt. I think they're going to continue that out. Samoa Joe, I see him and Roman Reigns kind of filling up that gap, but right now I think Seth Rollins is a safe choice, and I think that's why they're going to go with him.
I use that term safe very loosely, especially after his accidental prone 2015-16 campaign.
In terms of being a draw, bringing in people that will actually pay for this, I think Seth Rollins is a safe bet.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Finn Balor versus Lesnar will happen. I just don't see it happening at the next pay-per-view.
Okay.
Which is what, Jerome?
I don't know. I ain't gonna say it.
All right, that's gonna do it from us. That's gonna do it for us at the whatever you want to call it channel. Remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God. Psalms 39:14 tells us that. And what do we do on this channel?
Apparently, we keep it fresh.
We keep it fresh. Take care, you guys.